Greetings, my name is Ben, aka Downsize It, and I am back here at Gear Gaming Bentonville and getting back to some subscriber lists. Today I'll be playing a list submitted by XR8R Great, and it is a variation of a Madine double Liberty list that I tried out back in I think April. So I'm going to try out his variation on that. And then on the right there we have a fleet that is going to be piloted by a new person on the channel named Josh, and goes by Captain Tater online, and I met him at the Lone Star Open, and he lives here locally, so hopefully get to have him on the channel more often. And he is trying out an experiment to list some fun things with some victories and NK7s, etc. So coming up next, I'll be going over the fleets in the mission. Then after that, you'll see Josh and I deploying as we discuss our strategy and tactics in the pre-game interview. For the Rebels, in the list submitted by XR8R Great, we have General Madine on a Pelta assault ship with take evasive action, 2 MC-80 Star Cruisers with Intel Officer, Engine Techs, SW7 Ion batteries, Spinal Armament, and Heavy Turbolaser turrets. And for Rebel Squadrons, we have 2 YT-2400s and 2 Z-95 Headhunter Squadrons. For the Imperials, we have Admiral Screed on a Victory 2 with Minister Tua, Electronic Countermeasures, Sensor Team, Disposable Capacitors, Dual Turbolaser Turrets, and NK7 Ion Cannons. A second Victory 2 with Lyra Wessex, Sensor Team, Disposable Capacitors, Dual Turbolaser Turrets, NK7 Ion Cannons, the Harrow Title, and Medical Team. An Architans class light cruiser with expert shield techs and dual turbolaser turrets. A Gazanti cruiser with Darth Vader, comms net, reserve hangar deck. And for Imperial squadrons, we have Howlrunner, Black Squadron, and 3 TIE Fighter squadrons. For missions, Josh's fleet came in just under at 399 and chose to be second player. Therefore, I had to pick from his missions, which were Blockade Run, Contested Outpost, and Superior Positions. And I chose Blockade Run mainly because I don't think I've ever done it before for real and wanted to try it out. And this is where we play long ways across the table. The obstacles are placed in the center by the second player. And the second player, which is Josh, will have 1 objective token on each of his ships. If I destroy a ship with an objective token, I gain a victory token worth 20 points. If at the end of the game, Josh gets his ships into my deployment zone, he gets a victory token for every one of his ships that are in the deployment zone at the end of the game, my deployment zone. So coming up next, you will see Josh and I deploying while we discuss our strategy and tactics in the pre-game interview. Alright, so now that you guys have seen the fleets in the mission, you're going to see Josh and I deploying in a sped-up fashion. And while that happens, let me just go ahead and go over my fleet that was submitted by XR8R Great. Again, this is just a variation of the experiment I did back in April, and I really liked it because when you pair Madine and just run navs everywhere, it allows the Star Cruisers to be far more maneuverable than they should be. Helps make up for one of the biggest weaknesses. And especially on this version, I didn't do this last time when I did it, but he has included a Pelta with take evasive action just to make it even more maneuverable for my Liberties. And then on the Liberties, this is just going kind of just pure firepower. Got Spinals on there, SW7, so guaranteed damage at medium range. And then the engine techs for even more being able to line up the shots right. And then intel officers to try to force my opponent to burn through some of their defense tokens. And the squads, they're there just to kind of disrupt enemy squads. I imagine my Z95s will die quickly, but hopefully my YT-2400s can maybe do some work on his TIE fighters. And who knows, maybe start throwing some shots into ships. I don't know, maybe by the end of the game. But I'm really happy because they're playing Blockade Run, the real one. I don't know if I've ever played Blockade Run legitimately, and so that's why I picked that one for this mission. And my goal, as probably about now you might see where I've got my final deployment, but you'll see it eventually, is I was out deployed, so I had to pick a corner, and I decided to pick one that was clear of debris, and I'm just going to have to try to rush in to grab Josh's ships before he can get into my deployment zone and overwhelm Madine, sitting all back by his lonesome. But it's one of those where I really don't know how this is going to go because I've never played it for real. So, Josh, why don't you give me some of your thoughts on your fleet, what your plan is behind it, and what your thoughts are for the strategy for this mission.
Sure. So my idea for this fleet was I just wanted to try out NK7s. I was trying to build a fleet that was the most expensive I could, and there's nothing more like annoying and expensive than putting a lot of points on a Vic.
Right, Christmas string of victory.
Right. So I put NK7s on them, and then for a commander complement, I added Screed so that I can always get the crit. And essentially for dice mitigation, I have sensor team. So if I need an accuracy, and if there's a ship with an evade, I can accuracy and evade, hope for another accuracy, and then make you throw away a token. And then by turn 2, my Vics should be in range of their long-range blue shot with disposable capacitors. I was toying with the idea of putting gunnery team on there, but in order to save points, I actually had 3 Vics to begin with, but I took 1 Vic away.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been brutal.
Yeah, so 3 Vics with NK7s, but instead I added in an Arquitens with Expert Shield Tech, and each of these ships have dual turbo laser turrets for rerolls. I decided to put in a small squadron complement of 3 TIE Fighters, Black Squadron, and Howl Runner, and a Gazanti for token access. But the idea for this fleet is I'm going to try to go head-to-head with you and then take away tokens, and then by the time it comes to it, hopefully all your tokens will be gone whenever we get close, and
right.
I can actually wipe you out. So if this was a fleet with, say, like 2 ship with an ISD and a Quasar, the ISD would have no tokens, the Quasar is an easy target or something like that.
Right.
But I was not expecting to have to go up against 2 large front arcs with spinal armament.
Right.
Here.
Well, we'll see what holds out better. I mean, the interesting thing is the victories are just as tough, if not a little bit more, than my Star Cruisers. They're just slower. That's the only downside to them. So this will definitely be an interesting back and forth, and see by the end of the game if you can get basically across the finish line to get those extra victory points. I'm really interested to see how the NK7s work, especially that you've got Screed to guarantee that they go off. I have a feeling I'm going to be losing all my braces pretty quickly on my Star Cruisers. And one thing I'm curious, is that Lyra Wessex? I don't even know what she does. I don't know if
So, I really like Lyra. I have not actually run her yet, but I think she might be one of the most underrated cards in the Imperial officer list. It says when you're dealt a face-up damage card, you may spend 1 engineering token to flip that card face down without resolving its effect. So,
how have I not known that one? Is that an Imperial only? I need to keep her in mind. That's actually really good.
Yeah, I've had trouble in the past with Vix dying on me.
Yeah.
It happens a lot. But
especially because they don't have contains. It's like a free contain almost with her.
Exactly. So I have ECM on 1 to keep it alive, and then I have Lyra on this one to keep it alive.
Keep it alive.
But I also have medical team on with Harrow. So if I get a face-up crew, I can just discard the card. If I get a different one, I can flip it over.
Wow, that's a lot of crit mitigation. That's actually kind of like, what is it, the Separatist one? Not Wat Tambor, but Tide of Progress with medical team. I don't know if you've played against Separatists much, but the double crit mitigation, I like it. Alright guys, well this will be interesting. Never played Blockade Run legitimately before. And these are both 2 interesting lists that are kind of unique and bucking the trend, which is what I like to see. So coming up next, Josh and I will be planning our dials, and then we will be back at the start of round 1. Okay, we are at the start of round 1. And we've got Madine here going speed 1 with his escorts of YT 2400s and a couple Z95s. While the star cruisers that are loaded for bear are on the left flank and preparing to speed around the obstacles to potentially cut off Screed, who is on the left flank of the Imperials, basically opposite of mine, with his TIE Fighter escort and Architon's escort as well. But of course, all the Imperials are of course very nervous because Vader's on the Gazanti and eager to start choking people out if they fail. So the gunners are really hoping that they're on target so they don't get choked out. Alright, first I'm going to go with Madine. It's a navigate, taking a token, and then just going forward speed 1, nice and slow.
He's got a navigate. I'm going to use it as dial, and we're going to speed 2.
Okay, going with my marked Star Cruiser. It's a squadron, taking a token, and just going speed 3. No Madine maneuvers quite yet.
Navigate. I am going to use it as a dial.
I'm definitely ready to get back to casual play.
After, yeah.
Not having to be all strict and everything. I've been...
This is Harold, by the way.
Yep, so you get the extra.
2 clicks.
Arrow, turning in. On my unmarked Star Cruiser, same thing. It's a squadron taking a token. This one's only going speed 2, and I'm really hoping I got my distances planned properly. Hey, squeezing in there. Very good. Not as close as I thought it would be.
Gazanti here. He's got a squadron. I'm going to use it as a token.
And then the Architons.
He's got a nav command. We're going to use it as dial. Okay.
Alright, that's all for ship movement. Then we go into the squad phase, but we're going to do all that movement off camera because there will be no combat actually happening. And I'll just give a recap at the start of round 2. Round 2. Madine has ordered take evasive action for the fleet. And for the rebel squads, just moving forward as fast as they can. The YT 2400s leaving the aging Z95s in the dust. Meanwhile, Hal Runner and Black Squadron are consolidating their forces with the other TIE fighters. Alright, we got Madine. It's a navigate, taking a token, and just sticking with speed 1. Just doing a slight turn here.
I have an engineering. I'm going to convert it to a token, and then I'm going to shift the token to Harold over here.
Okay, so just as far as order of operation works, since you already have a squad token there, you'll have to give up the squad token in order to take the engineering token.
You're correct. So we're going to swap this out.
Yep.
Engineering.
And then send over Harold. Very good. Alright, going with number 10. My marked Star Cruiser. It is a navigate. I will be using it. He's currently going speed 3 and has a lot of maneuvering options with the dial, plus Madine, plus take evasive action. So let's see what we can do here if I want to get completely crazy.
Everybody's going to get motion sickness on this thing.
Right? Just flying around all crazy like. Just because I can, I am going to go nuts here. So... getting an extra click from a dial, extra click from Madine because I'm using a dial, and then take evasive action, extra click. Just doing a hard drift over, like so.
Screed's going to go. He has an engineering. He's going to take that as a token. And we're going speed 2. Oh, there it goes.
Wanted to give up that engineering token. He didn't really want it. Looks like we are barely getting that debris field.
Yep.
Guess you want to take him on the port shields, the 2 damage?
Yes.
Okay. And my last liberty, it is a navigate. I will be using it. Yep, so getting extra click from a dial, extra click from Madine, and take evasive action. Like so. Architons.
So for Architons, I have a concentrate fire because I thought you'd be in range, but instead there was
just barely out. I wish I could say it was expert piloting. I planned that.
Some nasty shenanigans where so many clicks.
Yes. More clicks than should be realistically viable for a ship this big.
So we are going speed 3. And this will work.
Yeah, there's some good piloting right there. Just missed the squads. Alright, then we have Harrow.
Last one's Harrow. Harrow has a concentrate fire because I thought we'd be at long range this time. But the maneuvering in Madine has helped you out tremendously, keeping out of range. So we're going to go at speed 1, and we're going to take this concentrate fire as a token.
Okay.
Decided that because of the arcs, this is my best option.
Alright, that's it for the ships. Back to squad movement again. It'll just be movement, no attacking. I have a feeling at the start of round 3, we might start seeing some engagement. Alright, so I was wrong. I lied. We do have a couple shots. Howlrunner came forward and sending in my 2 YT 2400s. You want to grab Howlrunner's defense tokens real quick? Just slide them over here. So
in view?
Yep, that is in view. So the first YT coming in. I'll stop the scatter, and for 2.
Okay. We'll go ahead and brace.
Okay. And then second YT. Stop both. Take 1. Got lucky on my accuracies there. Alright, now we'll be going to the start of round 3 because the remaining movement, there will be no more attacks. Start of round 3. Take evasive has been ordered again by Madine. And there was some action. Howlrunner's down to 1 health remaining. Black Squadron then came up to help protect with escort, and the other TIE fighters swarming around the Architons to offer some protection. I have a feeling there may be some shots going on this round. Okay, so we're going to go with the Marked Liberty. It is a navigate. And I'm using my squad token. I grabbed my Z95 that was over here, moved it here, and I'll be attacking Howlrunner outside of Black Squadron range. And after that, I'll be doing a long range, front to side, into the Architons. Alrighty, attacking Howlrunner with the Z95. They do get swarm. I got my YTs close by as friendlies. So far, not what I need. I need an accuracy. Did not get it. So 1 damage on Howlrunner.
Okay.
Some of you'll scatter. Feel free not to if you don't want to. If you want to be kind.
Need her to survive just a little bit longer.
Then if you could bring over your Architons defense tokens for me. I believe you have a contain instead of
You're right. I was thinking about counterwire.
Well, similar to a torpedo frigate, an MC-30.
That's what I flew at,
Yes.
so that's a lot
Right.
So I'm like, no, it's...
Alright, 4 reds with spinal. It's pretty good so far. Should I say so far, there's nothing else I can do with that. So I will go ahead and intel your evade.
Ouch. That hurts. I don't plan on being at long range much longer, so I'm going to evade your double,
Okay.
and then I'm going to expert shield tech.
Now, just real quick, so since you're burning that,
Yes.
you can get rid of 2 because I'm a larger ship than you.
You're right.
So you can then get rid of that, and then expert shield techs to do no damage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Yep. Alright, doing a really crazy question mark. This is a normal click. Getting 2 clicks here from the dial and from Madine, and then an extra here from Take Evasive. Just swing myself around. I'm deciding if I want to do engine techs now. I didn't do that last turn, although it was a good thing. Kept me out of range. I think I am not going to do engine techs.
Okay. He's going to shoot out of his side arc.
And what's the command?
It is a
squadron command?
Yes.
Yep, and then Zanya going to take a pot shot.
I'm going to do my squadrons first. So, at distance 3, I can activate any of these ties.
Yep.
So, I'm going to activate just the first 2. So, we're going to fly in. And I'm going to be activated with this rogue. And sitting on the station. I want to make sure I'm at distance 1.
Okay. So going after the far left YT there.
Okay.
And then you want to go and move your other one in because it won't kill it with 1 shot. Well, just even though technically you do it 1 at a time.
I think I need to be.
Yes, to get Howlrunner's benefit, you need to be within range of Howlrunner herself.
So I'm going to do this.
Yep.
Get in range.
And I figured you'd probably want to send the other one in as well, so you get the.
Do you want me to move them both at the same time?
Yeah, this is just for ease of filming.
Okay.
For those that are maybe new to the channel, normally you do it 1 at a time, full activation, but just for ease of filming here, especially whenever the shots do matter, but he's not gonna be able to kill YT with 1 anyway, so might as well move them both in. First TIE fighter coming in on that YT.
Okay. So accuracy 2 hits. I'm gonna swarm the crit.
Yep.
I'm gonna move.
Yeah, you should pull them out just so that don't get any unfortunate bumps and try to remember what we did.
Okay, another crit, so take 2.
Yep, so 2 so far, and then the next one.
So
same thing.
White guy. 1 damage, and I'm gonna swarm. 4 in accuracy.
So
3
YT
damage.
goes down to 3. And then a single blue into the Star Cruiser.
Yep. Medium range. Hit.
I will actually just take that.
Okay.
Choose down to 4.
After seeing this, I knew I was going to bomb, so.
Yeah, that does look like it will be a ram.
I am going to perform this maneuver.
Yep.
So I think I can make that first turn.
I believe you can as well, yes. We can, let me grab a 1.
Okay.
I'll be really close on the... Oh yeah, that's good.
Cool.
And I'm just eyeballing this, guys. Just giving this...
Fun, casual.
Keeping it casual. I'm going to go with Madine. It is a navigate, taking a token. I'm sure you guys can guess what all of my maneuvers are going to be, and then using take evasive action to get an extra click at the 1 here. Actually, I don't even need that. I forgot. Pelts are maneuverable last speed. Running, you can see why I'm running away, because here comes Screed barreling down on me. And that's just the Pelta.
Screed, he has a nav. I'm going to take it as the dial. Because I need to do some cool flying. I don't have any shots. I have medium range flak, and I don't think anyone's even close. Do you mind if I use that?
Yep.
Thank you. Cool.
Yep, and just avoided that asteroid. Good pilot. Okay, going with my unmarked Liberty. It is a navigate, and using my squad token, Z95 that was over here, moved here. Trying to get Howlrunner, staying out of Black Squadron range, and then taking another long-range pot shot at the Architans. Alright, Z95 coming over. Just need 1 with an accuracy. Well, I got an accuracy, a couple blanks. Does have a friend nearby, so if we can swarm it. Nope.
Oh, wow.
That's the fun variances of red dice. And then into your Architans. I'm going to grab your Architans defense tokens. Architect's untouched because of expert shield text and burning the evade. Well, none of this is really going to be helpful. We will out-intel one of your redirects, and then I'll lock the one that I'm not intelling. So 2 damage.
Fancy. We're going to go ahead and burn it.
Okay.
I feel like people at home are going to be crying watching this. But I'm going to actually reduce it with extra shield text down to 1.
Down to 1.
And just take it off.
Sounds good. Alright, speeding up to speed 3. And with Madine, the dial, and take evasive action, getting all the janky maneuvers. Not far enough. Landing on one of my Z95s and both YTs, so we will get to place those.
Okay.
These guys were slightly more forward, but on there. So if you want to place these guys.
Sure. We're going to place YTs here. 3 health guy here. And then
He's still on blue. So he hasn't gone yet.
they have not.
The YTs have not gone yet. There'll be squad phase, rogue activations.
We're gonna go ahead and actually put the other rogue over here, engaged with this guy.
Okay.
And then the Z95 can just hang out.
Hang out in the back.
In the back. This side of the back. Cool.
Sounds
Got
good.
an engineering command. I was planning on shooting you last turn, and so by this turn I was going to take a little bit of damage.
Right.
And then, so it's useless because I already have a token. So that's just going to hang out.
I'm sure you're going to be shooting me now.
Yep. So we're going to shoot, I'm going to start with my side arc at medium range obstructed to your front.
Okay.
And just for good measure, we're going to measure it.
Should be medium. Yep. And then you've got front shot as well into the other one, I'm guessing.
That's good.
Alrighty.
I was like, okay, well, it'll be alright. Alright, so we're going to Screed to remove this, to change this to a crit.
Yep.
And I'm going to trigger...
Well, before you do that,
Okay.
I get to do my spend defense tokens.
Sure.
And then the crit happens after I do my spend defense tokens.
Sure.
So I'm going to spend my redirect, send it to my port side, and now, as we do the apply damage step, the first part is you get to choose your crit.
Okay, I will trigger in case of this.
And which one would you like to get rid of?
You get to choose, I believe. It says, force the defender to choose and discard one of his tokens.
Oh, and that's even on the new wording, on the big card?
Exhaust this card to force the defender to choose and discard one of his
Oh, really?
defense tokens. So,
That's not nearly as good as I thought it was.
it's 10 points. This is why I chose it.
Yeah,
for
just to
this
try it
list,
out.
Just to see what
If
happens.
it needs to be 10 points, it needs to be where the attacker gets to choose.
Yeah.
Then it's worth 10 points. They need to drop that cost if there's going to be.
There's also quad battery turrets where it's if you get a red accuracy, you get an extra red accuracy. So it's
Yeah.
like 10 points for something that happens
Very rarely. Yeah.
and it's not even that good really.
All right. Well, I got rid of one of my braces, and then if you want to do your front shot into my unmarked Liberty.
Sure. It is 3 blue, 3 red. Okay. This is a hit. Well, it's not going to get much better than that. So I'm going to accuracy your... Well, let's see. I'm actually going to use sensor team. No, wait. If I raise it to 4, it goes down to 2. Okay. I'll take 3 damage. Okay, yeah. I'm going to sensor team, so I'm going to exhaust this card to spend one die to change one of your dice to a face with an accuracy. So I'm going to spend this one to change this one to an accuracy, and I'm going to lock down both of your braces.
Okay, well, I will redirect for sure. And we'll redirect to my boat, 2 of them to my port, get one on the front, and you get to choose your crit.
I will trigger in case sevens.
Yep.
Actually, I take that back. It's exhaustible in your card. I was looking at the old card before, so it's not.
Oh, it's exhaustible now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then I don't have to discard on that one, fortunately. But
The best move for me right now is just to move forward.
go straight, and I think I'll just be hitting him. Everybody else will be.
Okay, I'm going to move this one. Just
Yep. So you did hit Black Squadron
Okay.
as well on the shield dial. But that one did not get hit. Black Squadron I will move to the back because I don't like escort. And this guy will just keep on the front.
Architects as a nav command. We're going to shoot out our side. And then this is close range. Not in range. But I'm going to have an obstructed shot.
You could throw a single right into my side
Yeah.
from the front. Yeah, that's clear.
I was actually measuring for the YT here.
Oh, for flacking, yes. Yeah.
I thought that would be nice. It's too good to be true. So we're going to shoot out the front first for 1 red.
And also out the side, I'm guessing, right?
That's correct.
I'll just put that in there. Alright, front to side, 1 red, no shields on this side.
We're going to use DTT
Yep.
to exhaust and to reroll 1 red.
Well, I don't think you reroll. You roll
add a
one
red.
and then you take one out, which is almost the same thing, but it is slightly different.
So we're going to remove this one.
Yep. And I'm just going to take it. I'm not going to burn my redirect yet.
Okay.
So 1 face down.
Crit would have been nice.
Yeah, it would have.
All right.
Especially because these liberties don't get contains. All right, and then my marked one, side to front.
All right. 3 red. Okay. So I'm going to spend my concentrate fire token
To reroll. Yep.
So I got an accuracy and 2 blanks. 3 blanks.
Oh my goodness.
So
Well, before you go too far, you
Yep.
have an action and 2 blanks, right?
that's correct.
Or you still got Screed.
You're so nice. Oh my
Hey, this isn't tournament play. We're,
Okay.
want to make sure we're not missing things. And
I will
so-
spend 1. This is actually why I brought Screeds, because I know red dice are fickle.
Yes.
So I'm going to accuracy your redirect.
Yep, so I have to take it on the front, so front shield's down to 3. Started for me. I just had the subconscious thing. Just could not get over. Currently on speed 3, right?
That's correct. I have a nav dial.
So you can get an extra click somewhere or slow down.
Yes.
Or both. Try to squeeze in there. Very nice. And let's see if the victory will fit. Man, look at that. Just kissing.
Oh, goodness.
Just kissing those shield dials. I'll run over here.
Okay.
So that's Z95. And actually, I'll keep this YT next to him as well. Did I put my token? Oh, I'll understand my token. Get her in the squad phase. And speaking of squad phase, that's where we're at right now. So we'll just move on to that. It's just,
Can we please?
oh, right, yep, he was in that corner. Yep. And he was just sitting there. So these guys will be moving. First, I'll have my white T's going off.
Did we overlap this guy?
No, that guy was clear. Yep, that's just where he
Oh,
landed.
that's right, because he's
Yep.
in between.
So we'll get Hell Runner with my white T that's right next to her. She's just on 1 health. Still has her scatter in the exhausted state. 3 damage. Somebody want to burn the scatter? Yeah, still can't find Howlrunner. My other YT that is engaged with some squads there on the left. Let's have the cream colored one. Wow. So my rogue pilot's not doing well at all. Now, do you want to do Howlrunner on my 3 health YT there?
I would actually. Before she dies. Actually, this is already activated. So I get 3. And that's all.
Yep. Or you can try to kill my Z95. They're both 3 damage. Or 3 health remaining.
I would like to move this guy in first.
Okay.
So I can get swarm.
Oh, get a swarm reroll. Yep. So one of his TIE fighters is moving in next to Howlrunner to give her a reroll.
He activates, and now she's activating.
Yep.
She gets 3 with the reroll. So.
And then swarm.
I will swarm one of these accuracies into another accuracy.
Right, so he goes down to 2. And then Josh will move Black Squadron, and then we'll be back at the start of round 4. Round 4, take evasive action, continuously being activated by Madine, and now we are in the thick of it. Star Cruisers have Harrow and the Architects bracketed, but Screed is coming along strong, and Harrow is ready to blast this Liberty as well. So make some choices on my activation order here, because the Liberty, especially with NK7s going off, isn't going to last long to 2 victories hitting it. Yeah. So going with my unmarked Liberty because it's in the most danger. It is a navigate. Surprise, surprise. And I'll be doing a front to side into the Architects, and then we'll do that shot first. And most likely I'll then do a side flak shot, which will hit Howlrunner and Black Squadron, but mainly I'm going after Howlrunner because her scatter's gone and she has 1 health remaining. But if I don't kill the Architects with a front shot, I might do a side shot into it to try to finish it off. Alright, so I get to start with, well, not start, but I get 4 blue, 4 red. This feels like an Imperial 2-star destroyer. What is this? Into the side of the Architects. No physical damage on it yet. Front shield's down by 1. That's very nice. But I would have liked to have gotten an accuracy. I think this will be okay.
That's a lot of damage.
3, 4, 5. I think I got you. Just in case, I will intel your redirect.
On Harrow?
No, this is on the Architects.
On the Architects, okay.
Yep.
I thought it was a Star Destroyer for whatever reason. I even put the tokens
Right.
So, redirect, contain, we'll just do that just because.
Yep.
So I'm going to take 4 on the shields.
Yep, so redirect to the back.
Intel officer this one.
Yep. Oh, I forgot about your back shield, so I'm not going to get you. You get 5 health, right?
That's correct.
Alright, so 4 face down. And then I will not flak it Howlrunner then, because I do want to make sure I kill this Architect. So I'll do a side shot. I'll let your shields are down and just 1 health remaining, right?
Do you mind if we do the math real quick? So it's 8 damage, right?
Yep, 8 damage.
4 on the shields, 1 hit. Okay.
Yep. So then side shot, we're just going to leave Howlrunner for now. Into the Architects and got 3 damage, all that stuff.
Alright.
Trying this here, so we got Madine and Nav dial click, and then take evasive action here. Seeing if I can clear Harrow. Yep, and better than I thought it was going to be. Although I am quadruple arced now, but not in your fronts, so that's. But I'm still going to be taking 4 shots from victories.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, and what's the command for Screed?
Screed's command is going to be a nav.
Be a nav, okay. It will be obstructed, but you're still getting your full salvo coming in at Madine.
So I'm going to choose.
Then I'm guessing probably a side shot into the Liberty's my guess.
I'm gonna decide that here in a minute.
Yep.
I think this is my most important shot.
Oh yes, most definitely.
But I don't trust you.
Don't trust the Reds. But you do have dual turbolaser turrets that sort of help.
Yeah. That's the idea. But I have...
And he's deciding what he wants to take out for the obstruction. Right now he's got 3 red, 2 blue, but now doesn't trust his red dice based on what happened last time.
I'm gonna just go ahead and stick with what I have.
Alright, 3 red, 2 blue.
Okay.
Not bad so far. Especially since you get that all-important accuracy at long range.
I'm gonna save DTT, and I'm going to spend my hit to turn this into a crit. Actually, that's not what I wanted to do. Am I on camera? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm spending, let's see, 3 damage. You have 1 evade, 1 brace, 1 redirect. I'm going to spend this, change this one to an accuracy. And
Percenter team. Okay.
I'm going to accuracy your evade and your brace.
Evade and my brace.
Actually, I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
The whole reason I did that is because I need the crit.
Right, you need the crit.
So I am.
You're spending that to Screed.
Spending the blank
to Screed that. Yes, yeah. That's what I thought you wanted to do. Yep. And then you're going to stop my evade, so I can't cancel anything, right?
That's correct.
Yep. So, and I will be forced to discard something because I know NK7s are coming, but might as well get full use right now. Brace and redirect to my front, so front goes down to 1. And I'm guessing you're going to NK7 me?
I am triggering NK7s.
And Screed's going speed 2 right now, right?
That's correct.
I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my redirect.
Okay.
Alright, and then what do you want to do with your second shot?
Second shot, I'm just going to take a shot from my side to your front of the Liberty.
Side front of the Liberty, okay.
Unobstructed, 2 red, 1 blue.
Yep. So Liberty has taken 1 damage, 4 shields on the front, 2 shields on the starboard side. Oh, nice.
Interesting. Well, I'm going to accuracy a redirect.
Okay.
And
I think that's everything. Unless you wanted to dual turbo laser turrets. Because you've already Screeded, you already NK7.
I'm most concerned about your redirect.
Yep.
Otherwise,
Yep, so I'll just brace it 2, have to take it on the front. So shields down to 2.
so my favorite way to run a CR90B is SW7s.
It's guaranteed damage.
3 damage out the front, 3 damage out the side. If you double arc, it's 6
Yep.
damage.
Yeah.
If someone spins their brace before they get to you or their redirect, it hurts.
Yeah.
Hurts a lot. So I'm gonna move now with my Victor here. Speed 2. Do you mind if I use your?
No, of course. Being really effective of dodging these asteroids and debris fields. Alright, so marked. Liberty is a navigate. I'll be taking a medium range front to side into the Harrow. And this time I will flak, because I have no other shots to double arc into. So I am out of range of Hell Runner, but I am just going to do a quick flak in a Black Squadron, 4 damage. And then 4 blue, 4 red into the side of Harrow.
You know what? I would rather
Harrow is untouched.
where I'm in air conditioning and yeah, it's like I had to go like
Wow, that was pretty incredible.
I've had shitty jobs. Like working for Dow was really shitty, working
Oh, that
for
hurts.
Spring
I was looking for your accuracy. I was like, nope, 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 nope. There it is.
and then working
Yeah,
for,
that was...
uh,
I'm trying to think ahead here now.
I was like,
Do I want an
I
intel
really
officer
like it,
something?
but, like, whatever.
It's fine.
It's
I'm going to get a little clever here. I'm actually not going to actually anything. I'm going to intel your brace. Because, you know, I do have heavy turbo laser turrets. So if you brace and redirect, you're only going to reduce damage by 1.
Half of my shift It's just
So that's gonna be
me
2,
kind of
4, 6,
every room. I would
2,
sit down
4,
for at least
6,
an
8,
minute
9
before I
damage.
actually
Because that
finish.
So
SW7s.
you intel this one?
Until the brace. Yeah.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 2, 4, 6.
And
Okay.
And this counts as a damage because
Oh, you have
SW7s.
SW7s as
Yeah.
well. Alright. So
yeah.
9
I was
damage.
just like,
Yep.
You know what?
Hmm.
It's less money, but
So if you brace and do nothing else, you'll be able to brace it down to 5.
it's definitely not that bad.
Okay.
But if you
Like-
brace and redirect, then you're only reducing damage by 1.
I'm going to go ahead and brace and redirect. So I'm going to throw away my brace it down to 5.
Well, it's going to be bracing it down to 8. Because I have heavy turbo laser
Right.
turret, so if you do,
I'll just go ahead and take it.
just take it.
So
Yep.
5 damage, 3 on the shields.
Yep, and 2 internal. First one face up. Well, potentially not, because you have an engineer with Lyra. Yeah.
So when you were dealt a face-up damage card, you may spin. So I'm going to
Yeah.
deal it, and then
And see what it is. Yeah.
so structural damage. I think I will go ahead
And spend your engineering
spend my engineering
to
to
flip that face down.
flip the face down.
Nice.
So 5, so I get 1.
Yep. Wow. Now that you've put her on my radar, I'm gonna. And I love running Imperials. I'm gonna start trying to fit her into this more often.
Yeah.
She's great.
I know Vic is always going to take damage. So, and they don't have it contained.
Not to contain, so that makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah. Getting all the clicks again and ramming into the Gazanti to give it a face down, and then ending at the 2 here.
I do have a question.
Yes.
So, with this maneuver,
Mm-hmm.
the rule for ramming is whichever is closest.
Right, so it's whoever I hit. Actually, this is actually interesting. Might need to look this up because I'm going to be hitting both at speed 3. Yeah, let me pause this real quick, guys. Let me check this. This is actually an interesting. I've never actually done a double ram at one location before. So I actually, in fact, hit the victory because I was actually overlapping them both at the speed 3 position. And I had to tried to find a clarification in the rules reference, and I found one. And whenever you are overlapping 2 ships at the same point, you measure range from where you started the maneuver. And I was closest to the victory, so I would have actually done the ramming on the victory. So we both take it face down. So both my liberties now have 7 health remaining, and the victory, I believe, has 5 health remaining.
I'm going to use it as a dial.
Yep, Hera's got a nav.
I'm going to shoot. I don't have a side arc or a front arc, excuse me, on this ship. I believe you're out of range.
Yep, you got a side here.
Yeah, you're out of range from here.
It's actually closer than I thought it was going to be.
So-
Just out of range of the Pelta.
I'm going to do a flak at the front to begin my.
Oh, very good. So Flacken, and then decide what ship he wants to shoot at.
I believe I have a blue dice, and I think I have all of these in range.
Yep, you've got everybody.
That guy is.
Yeah, you got that Z952.
Okay.
Yep. You got all my squads. Alright, first we'll start with flag shot. So let's go with my light T on full health.
It's whatever.
All right. Nothing.
Z95, that's way far away.
Nothing.
Oh man. Next Z95.
Nothing.
And then the 2 health YT.
This is where I really need it. I got 1 hit.
Alright. Finally they loaded their guns. Alright, and then he's going to do a side to front into the Liberty on the right. This is my marked one that only has 2 defense tokens left because I've already been NK7 once.
So.
Harder than I thought it did.
Oh, that would be nice sometime. Damage doesn't do much for me right now, so I'm going to spend the accuracy to turn this
To
to
Screed
crit.
that? Yep. I'm going to be losing one of them, so I'm just going to go ahead and brace and redirect. So basically to redirect 1 to my port shields down, front shields down to 2, and NK7 me.
I am going to.
I will take away my redirect, keep my brace.
Just right, and
Alright.
but there are
Looks like you avoided everybody.
stuff that still need to be like incorporated.
This guy was just about right, like so. Alright, we got Madine. Guess what? It's a navigate, taking a token. Sound like a broken record. I'm just going to throw a quick pop shot It's clear, side to side, just one red. Go back here for an accuracy. Woohoo! And then,
Are you sure it's not close range?
yep, I did double check side to side, even side to front. So, and we'll go ahead and do. Might do a double turn with take evasive. I am going to do. Well, I don't need it. Keep forgetting. Pelta's maneuverable at speed 0. Let me side my front behind the debris field. That's Gazanti revealing squadrons.
Beginning of the phase, I had people in range. Alright, I've got that guy and these guys in range. So,
Yep, your 3 regular.
I'm going
Guys.
to go with this to start with because,
Try to take out that YT.
well, I need yeah, I have escort, but I need to try and take him out before Hellrunner dies.
Right. Yes.
And then for my second one, I'm just going to go ahead and start shoot this guy. So,
All right, we got the first TIE fighter on the 1 health remaining, YT. And finally got him.
I'm going to roll my Hellrunner just because. Okay.
All right, then the fresh YT.
And then because his D is activated by a squadron command,
You can move him.
him.
Yep.
So, and now this one shoots.
Yep.
So for 3 with swarm,
Yeah.
Very nice.
I'm gonna swarm this accuracy.
Nice. Down to 3.
Very rarely do TIE fighters shoot so well.
And then you want your Gazanti to take some pot shots.
I will.
You're wearing it.
Oh, we got a side to front of my marked one,
Yep. And I'll shoot.
and then
your
front to rear on the other one.
So we'll do side to front to start. For a hit.
Damage. I have no more redirects on this guy, so gotta take that.
And then I'm gonna do front to rear.
Wow, and I'll take that because I don't want to redirect that to my port or to my starboard. I mean,
Okay.
Gazanti's doing work. Okay.
So I will probably ram. Yep.
Yeah, looks
I'm
like
gonna
still
ram
around
it
there. Yep.
I was hoping that would slide right in, but it did not.
Well, that one more damage
He has
on
one
that
left.
on that poor Gazanti. All right, then we are into the squad phase. That's everybody. You need to activate all the orange guys, so I'll take a picture, and we've got a lot of squad shooting going back and forth, guys. All right, well, I'm going to start with my Z95 that is right next to Hellrunner, and has to attack that escort, Black Squadron. Black Squadron's got 2 health remaining. And nothing.
Alright, I'm
All
gonna
right, counter back. Yep. For 1. Wow. So, Rebel pilot. This is why I talk about Rebel pilots all the time. They're just so inferior to the Empire. We're seeing it here. Then we're going to go with my YT that is got 3 health remaining, attacking your TIE fighter that has not activated yet, the one that's on the orange.
Okay.
Only 2 damage. TIE fighter's still alive. And you get to activate 2.
Okay, I am going to activate with Black Squadron first.
Okay.
And I get 4 dice because of Hellrunner.
Mm-hmm. Only need 2. And wow.
I do not
Imperial
believe it.
squads are on fire.
Okay. He is going to. He cannot move because he's shot.
Correct? Yep, we'll just activate, and then you can activate another one.
Okay. Hellrunner is going to activate next. She's going to.
Move over to help with the YT.
You know, I'm going to land on the station to heal the damage.
Yep, you got plenty of range for that.
And I want it to be obstructed.
As long as you land on the station, you will definitely be obstructed, even if you're right next to it. Yeah.
Alright.
So
That
she
is-
heals up by 1.
That's correct.
Alright, then I'll do my other Z95 that I got left on the right side of the screen there. Let's see if I can actually get some hits with these red dice. Well, got 1 damage on your already activated TIE fighter. So he takes 1.
Okay.
And then lastly, we have the tan and red TIE fighter attacking the YT, getting the Hellrunner dice, getting Swarm,
Alright.
and then get Swarm.
One damage.
Alright, YT's down to 2 remaining. That's it for the round. We'll be back at the start of round 5. Start of round 5, take evasive action. Once again being activated, but probably for the last time because, as you can see, Madine is being bracketed by 2 victories. And I don't think he is long for this world. And I don't know if I can turn my liberties hard enough to finish off these victories, but we shall see. Alright, we're going to go with my numbered liberties, see if we can't end Vader on the Gazanti, then just throw a pot shot side to rear into the Harrow. Alright, well, we're going to start into Vader. Need to get an accuracy. It's not guaranteed here. And I did get it. Wow, that was, man, would have liked to have that against Harrow. So actually your scatter, assuming these evaded into blanks, that'll still be plenty of damage to take out Vader.
Sure, 1 damage.
Blam! And then side to rear.
And you get a victory token?
Yes, and a victory token. Was not able to run the blockade. And 2 reds and a blue into the back of Harrow. Harrow just has 2 redirects left. I can't do anything with these, so I will intel one of your redirects. I'm sure you'll just use the one that you don't have to intel.
You're correct. So 2 damage?
Yep, 2 damage. Just sending it to the port side. I'm trying this crazy inside turn here. Extra clip from, ooh, no, hang on. I don't think that's legal. I was trying to get janky here, because I can only get, no. Because, my 3rd extra click is from Take Evasive, which is at the end of a maneuver.
Oh, that's correct.
So, make sure. And let's see. Oh no. Keep bumping everything. No, that will be a ram.
Okay.
Just go back to the 2 here. You want to pick up the maneuver tool for me? Sure. Thank you. So we both take it face down. Not the most ideal thing in the world, but also not too terrible. Harrow with engineering.
Using this dial. So that's 4 engineering points. I'm going to use it to gain shields. So 1, 2. I'll have disposable capacity on Harrow. So you can take a long range shot from my front to your front. Obstructed.
Yep.
I'm going to.
Alright, yep, this will be front to front into Madine. I have 1 shield left on the front of Madine there, and it's obstructed. He's taking out a blue. Disposable capacitors. Getting those accuracies you need.
Okay. You have an evade, a brace. And how many hold that? 5?
5 hold. Yes.
Okay. I will actually. Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and exhaust DTT. Actually, no, that wouldn't do me any good because 4 still rounds down to 2 after brace. So I'm gonna accuracy your evade, and you can take 3, leaving this as a blank.
Yep, and that as a blank. I will brace. Take 1 on the shield, 2 internal, first one face up. And it is damaged munitions. Before I attack a ship, I must remove a dice of my choice. Alright, now I've got a rear shot into the front of my marked Liberty. They're on the far back side of the screen that you guys are seeing. 2 reds. Or you want to flak instead? I saw you looking at 2 squads.
I'm looking at flacking, but based on the math, I think
you should be able to end him in the squad phase.
I can do it in the squad phase.
Yeah.
It's going to be a 32-point swing though. If I don't kill him and he kills Hellrunner.
That is true.
I'm thinking about that, but I think Hellrunner will be okay. with obstruction, still has a brace.
Yep.
I think she'll be
I
alright.
need 3 damage on 3 dice.
Right. I have DTT.
So.
I'm gonna roll 2 red dice from my back to your front.
Yep. Wow.
I'm just gonna leave it.
Yeah. I will go ahead and brace and have to take it. 1 face down.
But I'm going to ram myself eventually because of.
Yeah, you want to take those on the front or your port side?
How many damage? 3 damage. 1, 2.
Okay. It's a navigate. I will be using it. And before I move, I will take a front pot shot. But unfortunately, from damage, munitions, and obstruction, because I think they stack, I only get 2 dice. So I'll be using 2 black. This is the one to get it on. Yes. So just 2 black. I'm taking out my 2 reds. 2 hits.
Okay.
So he has an exhausted evade and a regular, not evade, but redirect and a green redirect.
I don't have a brace, so I'm just going to take it on the nose.
Taking on the nose, shields down to 1. So lots of jank going on with my nav. Speeding up to speed 2. Extra click from the dial, and then extra click from take evasive on the 2, like so. Yep. Perfect. Just like so.
3 turns ago.
Right.
So you're just now seeing it.
Yeah.
I have an engineering. I'm going to use it as the dial.
You look.
And
2 shields.
I'm
I
gonna
think
gain
that's all
2
you
shields,
got.
right?
Yep. Shields back to full.
Okay. I'm going to take.
We do have an obstructed. Doesn't look like it's quite medium. I'm off the cardboard now. Yep, so it looks like it will be a long range shot. You can take into the. And you've already used disposables on Screed, right?
I have.
Yeah.
I've already been
Gotcha.
popped.
You do have a rear to front on the unmarked Liberty.
I'm going to go ahead and take the long range shot obstructed to your side.
Okay.
You still have an evade.
So I have an evade and an exhausted brace.
So if I get an accuracy, I'm okay. I get maybe one damage with DZZ. My sensor team, I'm stuck. So I may need to look for another option.
You might have me double arc into my side. You do. You got a side and rear into my side.
Okay.
The side shot will actually the rear shot's clear. The side shot will be obstructed.
Okay. And do you mind if we measure the range?
Oh yes, of course. I think you're in medium for both of them. Yeah, definitely medium for both. Yep.
For my side shot.
All right. So my side shields are at 2 here. Front shields are at 2. Rear shield's at 1. So you're doing your side shot first.
Yep. It's obstructed, so I'm taking out a red dice.
Okay. Nice.
Oh my goodness, that will hurt me if I take it away.
Right? Don't you just hate that?
3 damage.
Yep.
It's gonna brace down to 2,
Yeah.
or you take away your redirect.
Yeah.
Or brace. I've only got, what is this, turn 5?
Turn 5.
I'm just gonna do it for the meme. I'm gonna take this away,
Yep. To screed it,
just Screed this to a crit.
I'll redirect it to my back. And then I will get rid of one of my braces. So I'm assuming you're NK7?
I will trigger in case.
Yes. Alright, then a rear shot. 2 reds can go to my side or my front. Same shield value.
Okay. 2 reds. I'm going to DTT.
Yep. And then take out the blank. Yep.
You're right. I should have done that.
But it was it's the same difference.
Yeah.
So, yep.
The wording of the card makes it weird.
Yes.
Okay.
Just lock down the redirect.
Yeah.
This is into my side.
Actually, I'm gonna lock down. Well, yeah. Brace didn't do anything. So
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, it looks like we have because you did an engineering, not a nav. I don't know. Yeah, like your best shot is to try to do a little side shuffle here, but yeah, that's gonna. Oh. Yeah, that's gonna. Oh man, that's gonna hurt.
I thought I had an nav, but I didn't.
Yeah.
So, may I use the two?
Yes.
Hopefully it's not the asteroid and the debris field.
Right.
It's actually pretty close. It's just the overlap of the dial,
Yep.
not the.
Yeah, so they both take it face down, and then Screed takes it face up.
Comm noise. Your opponent may either reduce your speed by 1 or choose a new command on their top dial. Then flip his card face down.
I'll choose a new command. I'll do a squadron command. My unmarked liberty. It's a navigate. I'm not taking a shot. It'd be obstructed long range, so 1 red. Not worth taking the shot. Using my dial. Dial plus Madine plus take evasive action. Just do a hyper turn again. Right now we're in the squad phase. We're just going to do it live here, not going to go to the tray. So I'm going to start with my white tea that's about to die. And I think I'm going to just go for the... I don't think I'm going to kill Howl Runner on 3 dice, obstructed. Because I have to get 3 damage, because she still has a brace. So I'm going to go just for this guy that's on 1 health. Unobstructed. And got him. 3 of my dice were hits. Maybe I should have gone for the risk. And then the C95. So if he can't take out this TIE fighter that's on 2 health. Nope. Z95s have been complete crap. And then you get to do all of yours.
Okay. For my first activation, I'm going to go ahead and fly this guy.
Yep, get some swarm benefits.
Over into... Is it shared activation or a distance one?
Distance 1, if you want to get swarm.
Okay.
Yeah, so he needs to be at distance 1 of the ship that you're attacking.
He needs to be engaged with the
Right.
squadron I'm attacking.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to put him... here.
Okay.
Okay. And so he cannot attack. I am going to shoot with Howl Runner first.
May I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Just since casual game, just for maximum efficiency here, I would attack with him first. He's
Okay.
getting Howl Runner bonus. So we'd get 4 dice to kill him. He only has 2 dice, 2 health remaining.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to get swarm benefits because technically Howl Runner is not engaged, but you're still going to get 4 dice.
Yep.
So I'll do that first, and if you kill him, then Howl Runner can fly over here to then give him 4 dice to attack Z95.
Okay. I see what you're saying. I like it. I'm gonna have to. I was only worried about the flak on this guy.
Oh.
Because
Well, I can tell you right now, I'm not going to be flacking with him.
Okay.
I've got a nice double arc into a wounded harrow, so I'll be doing that on my shot.
Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna shoot with 4 dice to the rogue.
And you got him.
All right.
And then Howl Runner, you can just move to fly over to help out with that guy.
And I'm gonna be at distance 1. He needs to be at distance 1 for now.
Alright, then you get 4 dice plus a swarm to see if you can get 3 damage. You don't even need it for damage. Tell you what, you know what, I love it though, just showcasing superior Imperial piloting over the Rebels, as always, as it should be. Alright guys, we got 1 more round left. We'll be back at the start of round 6. Round 6. Take evasive action has been discarded to activate it for the last time. My Star Cruisers are chasing down Screed and Harrow. Can we catch them? Can Madine potentially get the kill shot on Harrow? He does have a double arc into the unshielded side, and only 4 health remaining. But still both redirects on Harrow.
the acclimators now,
Mhm.
like 60 points or something. Have the same amount of shields, some better dice than.
And they're faster.
Better,
Just
more
be 3.
maneuverable. It's
Yeah.
like, you can
And
really,
they're supposed to be the progenitors to the victories.
Mhm.
So that, but yeah.
you can really tell that the Vics are like pre-alpha, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, they were like, before even they released. I mean, they were the original box set. So. All right. Well, we're gonna start with Madine on the pelt. It is a concentrate fire. I'm gonna need it because I have to take away a dice from each of these shots because of my damaged munitions. We'll see what we can do against the hero. All right. Well, I'm gonna start with the side shot. It's a red and a black. I have to take one away because of damaged munitions. I'm just gonna stick with the black. And there's a hit crit.
Ooh, that hurts.
Just so you guys know, he does have one shield on the front, one shield on the back that he can redirect to.
I'm gonna go ahead and take away the back shield.
Okay.
Redirect. So I'm gonna take one face up. And I
Is it a
don't
crew?
I do not have Leader of Essex anymore. It is a ship, structural damage.
Oh. Oh.
So he has 2 health remaining.
2 health remaining. And now for the front shot. 2 red, 2 black. I'll take out a red. That's actually really good. Then we'll confire in the black. I think that'll do it.
Ouch. Well, we're going to redirect to the rear
Yep.
to take 1 damage away, and then it's
4, first one face up.
alright, power failure and death.
That's just insulting when a Pelta gets to kill a victory, isn't it? And then using the last of the take evasive action, get extra click at the 2, run away. Madine did his job. Oh, I'm gonna grab another victory token for the victory. Oh, he's actually, I moved him for the tools, so he's actually a little closer.
Okay, because you're so kind to give this to me last
Yes. I don't know if that was a good idea now.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have given you a nav or something, I don't know.
What defense tokens does this guy have? Just a brace?
He just has a brace, yeah.
I think I have to do my squad command initial.
Yes.
Start.
And I believe you get 3, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's at medium range. I should.
I think you're gonna get everybody except this guy. I think you might actually get anybody you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this guy is in range, so I'm not gonna bother with him. How many he has 4 whole right left?
3 health remaining.
3.
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, I'm gonna move this guy to shoot this guy in the front.
Yeah, you can just roll that here if you want.
Yep. 1 blue, no rerolls. Accuracy.
If only you had Sloan, right? But you don't need her now.
Yeah. Well, MK7s are kind of like slow.
They are. It's
It's just not worth the points, really.
If you could choose it instead of your opponent, then I think it'd be worth the 10 points.
Mm-hmm.
Or just reduce the points and keep it as it is. Oh, you got me in medium. Gonna send the squads in to help.
This is a big, big decision.
It is.
I'm gonna get an accuracy because I have sensor team.
Yep.
If I get another one, I get your brace.
Yep.
You have 1 shield, no redirect. I'm gonna send Halloran over here. Speed 4.
Whenever I'm at work, those leave your enemies over then.
Rolling in another blue.
Into the front of the Liberty. Oh, it's crit.
Crit for nothing.
Yep.
Okay. As soon as you're
Well,
off.
we're just gonna do this for good measure because the
Just send Black Squadron in the back.
yeah. There's no way I'm gonna kill him. He needs 5 more.
Yep,
damage.
5 more on him.
So we're just gonna shoot the rest. These 2 back here. So starting with this.
Well, it'll
little
just be 1, right? Because you only get 3.
That's right. Just-
The other
I'm
one will be in the
just
squad
thinking
phase. Yep.
about- Okay. This guy first.
Yep.
4.
And then we'll go to the tray for the big shot. This is important. It has 1 shield there and 3 health remaining.
Okay. Not obstructed. Out of the
Yep.
front.
Oh, you got the perfect roll. You got me.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at that.
So-
Exactly what you needed.
Awesome. 4 damage, no brace, no
Yep,
redirect.
1 on the shield, 3 down. Wow, exactly. Screed got his revenge. Madine goes down. You don't even need to do anything to it. Despite Screed's fleet being wiped out, he's like, you know what? I'm still going to make Madine pay for this with his life.
We did not make it to the zone. I'm going to lose 2
We got
shields.
plenty of shields. Yep. And that's going to be it, guys. I saw both my liberties activate, but I'm not killing anything else. So we'll just calculate up the points. And Screed, unfortunately, did not make it to the escape route. Did not make the blockade, but moral victory, Madine has been taken out. Alright, well, the final tally came down to 275 for the Rebels and 135 for the Imperials. But the big moral victory, of course, was that Madine got taken down. And then, I guess the moral victory for the Rebels is that nobody escaped the blockade. I found this, this is the second time I ran a Madine double Liberty list, and I really like this. I don't know if you guys were watching, but basically, both Liberties almost pulled a full 360-degree turn, circling the board, which is just absolutely ridiculous. And especially when you combine it with take evasive action. Obviously, my squads performed like crap, but as they should. They're Rebel pilots, they're inferior to Imperial pilots, so I was happy to see Imperial TIE fighters doing their work. So, Josh, want to get your thoughts on the battle?
Sure. So with my list, my plan was to fly the victories in and get my initial shots off at long range and strip tokens. I did not previously know that it was exhaustible for the NK7s.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So, which, for such a strong card, I feel like it should be. But, things did not go quite according to plan. I think I was planning on skirting my Arquitans around the back end and then just keeping it long range on the far side.
Right.
But
yep.
He got caught up in the mix and then had to turn in between the bracketed and became bracketed by the 2 Liberties.
And there's not much you can do when you get that position with an Arquitans.
Yeah. And then my Kazanti also ended up ramming himself to death, essentially, until he got took a front arc shot from Liberty. But squadrons, I think, outperformed for their value. I did not see that coming at all. I usually never take TIE fighters, but I think I do like this complement. My usual complement of squadrons involves Teltravira to keep my other squadrons alive and keep them off their backs. But honestly, this might be the best performance I've seen from my Liberties. Just Liberties in general are usually trash.
Yeah.
The point value is too high. And then when you load them down, you'd rather take an ISD anytime. So.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of victories. People on the channel know this already. I've done several treaties on what I don't like about victories, but I know other subscribers love them. And my main thing is just the maneuverability. I just love ISDs being able to speed 3 and to take more hits. But when you have run multiple Vics together and you can bracket people, that's still a lot of firepower out the front. So.
Yeah, I have taken down an SSD with 2 Vics and an ISD before. That was like a year ago, but that was Dominator. I ran the title Dominator.
Oh yes,
I enjoy running that guy so much.
Especially when you have an easy target like an SSD that you don't have to worry about maneuvering. Just point and shoot, and just let Dominator just add all those extra dice.
Yep. Sadly, you can't add the Dominator dice at long range because of the card text, but you get 6 dice at long range with disc caps, and then when they move into medium, you've got 6, 9, plus concentrate fires 10 dice in a front arc, which is
pretty insane.
Yeah, if you get anything in the front arc with them, then you can hit it with a hammer, but otherwise you got to keep them off of one side where you're taking the shields away from.
Yeah.
But overall, I think I had a lot of fun for my first game playing.
Yeah, it was great having you on the channel, man. And we'll for your debut bat rep, and we'll be sure to get you on more. And then hopefully we can get your friend Trent down here from Missouri as well.
I know he's eager to play.
Yes, I'm actually eager to try out against his SSD. that was just pimp slapping everybody around at the LSO.
Yeah.
Then nobody expected it. He just proved everybody wrong, that's for sure.
Yeah, the last tournament we were at was in Louisville, Kentucky, and I think there were 26 people. I finished 13th and he finished 16th, but there were like 6 SSDs there.
Oh, really? Wow,
So
nice.
he was able to see a bunch of other builds, and then over the past like year and a half, I would go up to Missouri to play with him. We would, I'd fly against that list every time, and then something else.
Right.
But I saw that list get tuned.
And just use lots and lots of practice with it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, well, for the question, guys, we're going to get back to doing questions for the giveaway. And just a reminder, the giveaway is a Liberty expansion that was anonymously donated, or a $50 store credit to Admiral Taylor's ship shop. And the question for this video, we're all done with the ships now. We did that during the spring. We're now going to go to the titles on ships. So, and we're going to start with the Imperials. And we're going to start with the Super Star Destroyer. We're going to go biggest to smallest this time. So when it comes to the SSD, even if it's just theory crafting and you've never run one before, what is your favorite title on the SSD and how would you like to run that with an SSD, putting it together, whether it's narrative, etc. Mine personally is the Executor, just for the narrative value. I only like the actual Executor class SSD, so I like putting Executor on there. Just have as many tokens as I possibly can and not have to worry about it and just go nuts. This might not be the best title. I know Ravager is very powerful, but just narrative-wise, I like running an Executor too with Executor title and Admiral Piet. Just go all Endor on people when we do our narrative battles. But just go and answer in the comments below what your favorite title is for a Super Star Destroyer, and that'll enter you in to win the giveaway. And also don't forget that if you want to get something from Admiral Taters, use the discount code DOWNSIZEIT10 for 10% off. So Josh, thanks for being here. It was a lot of fun for your first time.
It's my pleasure.
Yep, and we'll get you on here more often for sure. And thank you, XR8 are great for the list submission. And like I said, guys, previously I've got, I think, about 20 in the queue. So we're going to get through as many of those as we can over the next month and a half and to see if we can get everybody featured. So until next time, guys, take it easy.